Find Maverick.
Hey, there he is. We have a matter at hand we need to talk to you guys about. We were actually scammed. Hey, sweet boon.
Hey, sweet boon.
Oh, he doesn't like the camera. Some people don't like cameras. Okay.
Why are you paying to me when you say
Well,
that?
I didn't. All right. Hey, do you like hanging out with me?
No. I like hanging out with Mama.
No!
Here's a night where I wanna be with you holding on me on this ride. It could rain or it could be blue skies. Either way, baby, we'll be alright. Wherever we go, I gotta know you know you're the only one I want sitting in the shotgun side on this ride.
Nice off.
What you doing, kid?
Sitting here?
Just sitting here. You are like always got the energy, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you see Crab?
You saw a crab? What?
Right on YouTube.
We've gotten sneaky, y'all. We deleted YouTube and he re-downloads it.
He knows how to re-download
Yes.
YouTube?
He goes to the App Store and finds it and downloads it.
What?
And he's now deleting apps off of my phone too. Instagram was gone yesterday.
Well, that's probably a good thing.
It is unless you work from it.
Just don't unsubscribe from the Smiths.
Yes.
Silly.
Subscribe.
Subscribe channel.
Yeah.
Would you subscribe to the channel? Bye.
No, this is the beginning of the video, not the end.
So say welcome to the video.
Welcome to the video.
Yeah, that's way better. Okay, you just got back from another weekend speaking.
Another weekend speaking out of town. Yes. I feel so bad. The kids, I was leaving again and the kids were like, "You're leaving again? Like, why are you leaving again?"
Wait, what does that say for me?
I know. I was like, Daddy leaves all the time.
But what does that say for me that they don't want to hang with it? Hey, do you like hanging out with me?
No. I like hanging out with Mama.
No! Did you say that?
It was a very amazing little retreat place in, I was saying it wrong. It's not Moscow, Tennessee. Is that how you say it? Anyway, beautiful little place. I think they have weddings there. There's probably 90 or so women coming just to relax and hear a word.
Mom.
Kind of an older crowd.
Let's go see Pretty Boo.
Okay, let me tell them something real quick and then we'll go. Kind of an older crowd. But I spoke on Friday and Saturday. Messages were great. Good time. I took one of my good friends that I haven't seen in a long time. So we got to spend some time together. And yeah.
Can we show a little bit right here?
Yeah, we'll show a little bit right here. We just arrived at the country place for a little retreat, and we are in the restore room. Really cute little cabin areas. I'll show you our room. Cute little beds. So cute. Okay, it is day 2 of being in, I said it wrong the first time on the Smiths. I was saying Moscow, and I think it's Moscow, Tennessee. But we are at the country place. It is a adorable farm, country, little wedding venue slash. It has a chapel, little meeting rooms where all the ladies are staying. I would say there's maybe around don't know, 90 or so women here maybe, ranging from teenagers to older ladies. And I spoke on a message this morning on waiting, and I'm about to finish my second message on suffering. Really fun things to talk about, but I'm still super congested just from travel and lack of sleep and all the things. But it's been a really sweet time. I got to take my friend Kelly with me, who we haven't seen each other in a long time, so we've been able to spend time together and just chat and relax and refresh, I guess. So I'm gonna go speak on the second message, then we fly home. London has been playing volleyball games last night and today. I've been getting updates as she goes, and they won, so yay. Granger's home, man in the fort, holding it down with the kids.
We can't always get our prayers answered in our timing, but he does, and he can, and absolutely will sometimes. Sometimes you do get clarity and answers right in those moments. But more often than not, his way to refine us and mold us and shape us is to lead us through the wilderness, not to remove it, but it's to lead us through seasons of waiting and pain, not to remove them.
Okay, good. You want to get to the matter? We have a matter at hand. We need to talk to you guys about. We were actually scammed. You like how I say we?
Well, we were. It's our money.
We were.
It's our money.
We were. But before we get into that, let's go deal with Boone. Where's Boone? Where's the kitty? We've been letting him out.
Right under there.
We've been letting him out so that he could
Under there with your underwear?
acclimate with our dog.
Under there with your underwear?
He's not under there.
Where is he?
I know where he is.
Where is he?
In Sissy's room.
This is in Sissy's room? Oh, I see him. There he is. Hey, sweet Boone. Oh, he doesn't like the camera. Some people don't like cameras. Okay.
Why are you fan to me when you say
Well,
that?
I didn't. All right. Okay.
All right.
So we were scammed. Let me tell you the story right here.
Hi, guys.
We said we wanted to tell a story, and I think he thinks he wants to tell us. You want to tell a story too? What story do you want to tell?
After I sit up. Sit up.
We have a
Actually, Matt was part of the story then.
we have a scary story to tell
Why?
because we got scammed.
Why?
A lot of reasons. Sometimes people are desperate. Sometimes people will lie and cheat and steal because they're forced to. But all of it comes from a problem of the heart. You know what that's called? What?
I don't know.
What is it when we do things that go against God? When we disobey God? What is that?
That's sin.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to tell a story about that. And also serve it kind of as a warning to our followers because
Yes.
this is,
Yes, that we all.
I think there will be people that have heard about this.
It might have happened to you.
It might have happened to you, so you might be coming on like, I know this has happened to me. But I'm assuming that the majority of the people, this is the first time you've heard it. I told Ant-Man a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And he was like, whoa. I had no idea. I've got to, I said, tell Ashley.
Yeah.
And so,
I'm telling all of my very kind, giving friends.
yeah. So, okay. So tell the story.
Okay. So, Maddie, do you remember baby Sarah? Remember when we were at Target
Yeah.
and we saw, who did we see?
Sarah.
Baby Sarah. Okay, so I was shopping with Mav. We were getting some things for the kids for school. I come around the corner, and this lady comes up behind me, and she's foreign, and she has a few things in her cart, and she says, "Excuse me," and I said, "Yes," and she shows me her phone, and on her phone is it's written out what she needs, what she's asking of me, and it says, I can't remember exactly, but would you be able to buy the items in my cart? I'm from Ukraine. I just got here.
Yes.
I don't have anything.
Yes,
I need
you
help.
do.
So I looked in her cart, and she had 2 cans of formula, 1 little thing of diapers, like a small thing of diapers, 2 probiotics, and a thermometer for the baby. She's wearing a baby, probably 6 months old or so, cutest little baby. And this woman is from Ukraine, and I looked in her cart. She wasn't asking me for money, so I thought, yeah, I can buy her cart. I can buy her baby formula. Of course I can.
You do your
Sitting here with a full cart myself. And so I start talking to her. Sorry,
Doing
guys.
your call.
We walk around. Mav wanted to get a little truck, so she follows us around the store. And I said, "Yes, I just need to grab one more thing. You want to come with me and just we'll go check out?" She's like, "Yes, thank you so much, thank you." So as we're walking around the store, I'm asking her questions. She says she's from Ukraine. She doesn't speak much English. She's been here for 3 days. I said, "Where are you staying?" And she said, "I stay at a shelter." And I said, "Okay, how do you get here? How, do you have a car? Are you walking?" I said, "Where are you staying?" And she said, "I have a friend who takes me." She said she named her daughter Sarah after the Bible, after Sarah in the Bible. She's so grateful, so thankful that I was helping her. So we get to the counter, and I have my cart of stuff and her cart of stuff, and I was going to pay for it all together. And she puts the little divider in between. And I thought, okay, that's fine. I'll just do 2 separate transactions. I'm busy with Mav, like organizing things. My order was $137, which I think that's what I told you when I came home. And $137. Yeah. And so I paid for mine.
You do call.
Yeah, I paid for mine. And then she's scanning. I'm scanning her. I took all of her items out of the cart. I took them out of the cart and put them on the what's it called?
Little belt.
Little belt. I can't remember words right now either. I'm messing with Mav, putting my bags into the cart, and I thought the lady said like $197 was her total. And, I had already put in my Target card app or my phone number and everything. Pay for it. We walk out, and she's looking around. She goes, "Oh, I don't have a receipt." And I said, "Oh, yeah, here." I put it in my pocket. I was like, "Oh, yeah, here you go." As soon as I handed it to her, I thought, she's probably going to return it or something. Like, why would she need the receipt so bad? But anyway, I felt bad for her. Her baby looked hungry. Her baby was like eating her arm. And I was like, you know what, Lord? You call me to be a cheerful giver. I hope that this lady really needs this. And if she doesn't, it's not up to me what she does with it. I just felt like I was obeying what you were telling me to do. I walk out. I give her some cash because I felt bad. Handed her some money. And I said, "Come to our church." I shared our church with her. I said, "Come visit." As soon as we walked out, she looked at me and her eyes, something shifted. And she said, "Do you have work for me?" And now that I think back, it's almost like she's trying to get out of something, whatever she's trapped in right now. And I said, "I don't have work for you, but come to our church and we'll help you." Get home, tell Granger. Immediately, Granger's like, "That's a scam. You got scammed, babe. You got scammed." I was like, "No way. It was just formula. She wasn't asking me for money. I thought, of course I can pay for her formula."
I've also seen in Europe, and the scams like this happen in Europe all the time. And I've seen some horrible things. Like there was a time I saw there was a scam in Rome where there were these people that would sit on skateboards and their feet were turned inward, and just a horrible
Like
deformity. And they would sit on a skateboard and push like this, and they would sit outside and try to get money from in a cup. And I saw that and I was like, it's hard to look at, to see feet like turned all the way in. But then, like the next day at another place in Rome, this was years ago, I saw another one. I was like, whoa, that's the same deformity. And then like a few miles away, I saw another one. I was like, is there something like in the water that's causing? And I was like, that's silly. I looked it up, and later when I looked it up, I realized this was a crime ring that they would take babies, steal babies, or from really, really poor neighborhoods, and they would take them to these doctors, these surgeons in these warehouses in Romania, and they would detach limbs and reattach them the wrong directions. Then they would raise them, and they would just be a slave their whole life, doing things like this, shocking people with the way they looked. So when Amber told me this, it's like Western Europe, Eastern Europe.
Well, and in that case, they were asking for money, which of course they would have to go back, and whoever was their boss or whatever would take the money from them. So I think that's what was happening here.
And I saw one of the people on a skateboard go at the end of the road, go get into a van.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is what this lady did.
Yeah. So I was like, where did she get in?
So we walked out, and I was gonna see if she was gonna walk somewhere. So I kind of followed her out, and then she was on a cell phone, a cracked cell phone, and she, I guess, told whoever was in the van that she was ready. She walked all the way down, pretty far, in the shopping center, got in the car, got in like a brown van, and left. So when Granger was telling me, one second, it's okay, one sec. When Granger was telling me that this was a scam, I was like, no, even if it was, babe, it was only like $100 something. It's okay. Well, I know it kind of sucks, but it's fine. I look up my Target app.
Wait. I was like, I looked it up.
Oh, I'm sorry, Granger looked it up.
I said, let me show you. I know this is a scam. So I Googled it, and then it's like, brrr, this is all over. So then we went to TikTok or one of the social media apps, just typed it in TikTok, and it's like, boom. There it is, this woman telling this story this same way. But the twist on TikTok was she recognized the same exact story happened.
Formula with the baby.
Ukrainian, everything was the same, except at the end, she recognized that when she looked at a receipt, it was way more than she thought. So I said, babe, look at the receipt.
Yeah, so because she said they got to the counter and there was only a few things in their cart, this lady on TikTok, but when she got to the counter, it was like $600, $600 or $800. And so I was like, no. So I opened up my Target app. What I thought was $100 something was $497. And so I go look at what she bought, and I saw the items, y'all. I don't know how she did this. She must have pulled items out of her shirt. There was extra vitamins in there, Flonase on there, like 5 other items, small items that she could have hidden that were not on the cart when I was looking. So maybe when I turned to mess with Mav, and that's the thing is they said that they distract you or talk to you or you're busy with your baby. She had put an extra $300 worth of stuff on there. And you would think, well, why didn't you hear it or why didn't you see it when you scanned your cart? I don't know, y'all. I am dumbfounded. But it was $497. And then I looked at the app a couple days later. She had returned, don't delete my stuff on my phone. Thank you. She had returned,
We have another scammer right here.
I say she. One second. Whoever was with her had returned 2 items in one Target that was like 30 miles away. The next day, they returned the rest of the items in Burleson, which is 3 hours from us.
I didn't even know that.
So they're driving around returning things, but I don't understand why they're returning them yet, because if I used my debit card, could they get cash back? Or just store credit? Either way, they returned everything. I'm out $500 plus I gave her $100 because I felt sorry. I felt bad for her and I wanted her to get food and stuff for her baby. And she was in a shelter, I thought. So $600 day because I was trying to be kind. So it's just a warning. I do try to be kind and helpful, and I never want to give people money, but I will buy something for somebody, like formula for a baby, and I got scammed. $600.
Were you able to return it to Target?
No.
I mean, report it to Target?
No, my mom said I need to, and she said, yeah. She said even try to report it to your bank because they might give it back, but it was my fault. I bought the items for this lady. It's not like she stole them from me. I willingly paid for them. I just didn't know that I was paying for all of those things.
Well, yes and no, because you willingly paid for them, but she also manipulated you by adding more things to the cart. What we saw on TikTok was that there was always an accomplice that the person didn't see. So it was sometimes like a kid, like 8 or 9 years old, that would be working for this little crime, and they would be hiding behind something, and it could have been another adult, but it usually happens when a conversation begins. So Amber engaged in a conversation, looked her in the eye. She was telling her a story about Ukraine, and that's when the other person swoops in and either taps on the screen and doubles the order, or actually physically adds new things if you're at a regular checkout line.
Yeah, and like vitamins and Flonase are small. Those would be easy things to hide. I just obviously wasn't paying enough attention to hear the total, which sounds crazy. You would think you would hear the total, but I just was distracted.
You didn't hear it because they are professionals in making sure you don't hear it. So, I mean, it's fascinating to think about how they did this, because you're a very perceptive person. I'm not. Like, they could easily do this to me. But you were like pretty on.
No, and I'm always worried about scams. And I felt it as soon as I gave her the receipt. I think all this is going to get taken back. But I was like, Lord, I just was trying to be helpful.
And so I think one of the ways we could be helpful is by doing this video.
Yeah, just beware.
And if you see this video right now, just tell your friends what you heard here. Text your mothers, text your sisters, text your wives. I said all the women because this is targeted for women.
Well, they go after women.
Everybody
Yeah.
that we saw on TikTok, it was always a woman.
They go after women with kids.
Especially with kids,
Kids, because they're distracted, and you have a heart for other women with children who need help.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so spread this message and tell other people about it, because I think that it could happen to certain people, and it could happen at a certain time of your life when it devastates you, because you feel like you don't have $600 to your name, but you want to give $50 to a person to get diapers. And that 50 turns into 600, and then you're quickly in trouble.
Yeah, the formula cans, I thought probably the most at Target would be maybe $50. They were each $75 a piece.
Yeah.
And then the vitamins were all $50 and $60. So
yeah. So be careful. Be careful. And tell everyone you know the Eastern European scams have come. And comment below if this has happened to you, or if you've heard anybody that this has happened to. I would expect this is a Walmart thing. This is a Sam's Club, Costco, Target, grocery stores. I would suspect this is everywhere where like childcare goods are, maybe not Walgreens, maybe that's too small. But yeah, anywhere that's got big and you could hide and there's people.
And takes returns easily.
It takes returns easily, which is why you need to report this to Target. Just sits in their system. So some people are probably like, why are you shopping at Target anyway?
Well, that was past. That was a long time ago.
Okay.
But
that's our story.
Okay.
Yeah. Love y'all.
Love y'all. See ya.
On this ride.